But I will assure you, and you can look at the reviews on the Notarize Like a Pro, 5 stars all the way across. Because again, I don't believe in a lot of fluff. There's no testing. You don't have to take another 200 question test, questionnaire to find out if you know how to stamp a paper. If you know, you know. Okay. And that's what I make sure you do know how to do. So I don't want to include any additional testing. There's not 100 modules. There's more than enough information. It's going to take you time to thoroughly grasp it, but it's not like 500 modules. I don't stuff a lot in there to make you feel like you got value. I don't do that. I don't even have time for those kind of games. Miss Hammy said, I went through it. I'm looking forward to going through the library. Oh, thank you so much. You are so sweet. I'm glad we got that worked out for you. Okay. Yeah, the library is amazing. It really is. It really is, guys. And I'm like I said, I'm so excited to share this with you. And I guess why I feel a little emotional and a little overwhelmed about it a little bit is because I love it when I can listen to you all and something happens. Like before, quite honestly, and you can still buy the courses individually if you want to. Because some of you may say, well, hey, I already know how to notarize. I just need field inspect. I just need ink fingerprinting. Okay, you can just still buy that. It's up to you. There are plenty of options now. That's what we want to do. Make it fair and create an opportunity for everybody. That's the main thing we wanted to do, is create an opportunity for everybody to be able to benefit, not just a few, because courses are expensive. Let's just be real. Because the knowledge is there. I know, quite frankly, even for our courses, the knowledge that we provide is not a lot of fluff, like I was saying before. We give it to you straight. We cut out the fat. It's what you need. So I'm not stuffing 200 modules so I can make you feel like you got more for your money. I just don't have time to do that. What's the time frame from start to finish of the courses to making money, LLL? Well, honestly, if you have your supplies, once you do Notarize Like a Pro, because that's where I find most people are lacking proper notarization skills. Once you get that confidence level and then you build out the business course, those two together, you should be able to knock them out, not a long time. And once you build out that business, when I say build it out, once you know how to properly notarize, now you need to know, how are you going to collect payments from your clients? I have notaries in our Facebook group. If you're not a member, join. It's completely free. Notary Educators. Notary Educators is our Facebook group. I have notaries in there every day that are not able to accept payments. And it's like, you're running a business. You need to know how to accept payments. But if you don't know, you don't know. That's the whole purpose of my Build Your Business course. So that's part of me training you how to build out your business. You need to know how to accept payments. You need to know how to be able to give a receipt. Okay. You need to know how to price your services. All of that's included. And if you don't know these things, you don't know. We're not born knowing how to notarize. We're not born knowing how to build a business or any of that. It takes time. So what I've done is taken my 20 plus years in the industry, plus my 4 or 5 years in this business, and give it to you very quickly. So to finish the whole thing, I got scripts, I got videos, it's a little bit in there. I don't know what it's going to take you to finish it. It's going to depend on you. I will say that, but it's very easy. They're very easy courses. And again, you know how I teach over here. So it's nothing different in the courses. It's just deeper, and it gives you everything you need without, like I said, all the extra fluff. Let's see. Miss Hammy says, I'm thinking of doing Angela's apostille quote. Yeah, so she has a live training. We have a couple live trainings coming up because everybody's teaching and learning style is different. Everybody's style is different. Some people prefer, self-paced. And everybody's schedule is different too. That's another reason why I love this library, because you don't have to try to let me buy this course and I come back tomorrow and buy that course. I come back tomorrow and buy this course and I come back tomorrow and buy that course. If you want to do it that way, you can. Some people prefer a la carte. Again, you may not be interested in ink fingerprinting. Okay. You just may not be. And that's okay. Okay. You cut to the chase. I like that. Thank you, Joe Friday. I try to, because you know what? I don't have time. I'm actually working with you guys. I'm actually going to appointments and stuff. So I don't have time to sit here and say, now, how can I take advantage of these notaries? That take a lot of work. I'm just not even built like that. I'm just not. What you see is what you get. And I'll tell y'all this in my Start Your Notary Business book. If you don't have it for your state, I wrote one for every state, right? In the beginning of the book, I write, somebody called me simple one time, a family friend. He was like, Kim, you are so simple. And I was like, I didn't like that. What do you mean by that? I didn't like it at all. I was livid. And as I thought about it, as I've gotten older, I was like, you know what? And even then I knew what he was saying. He actually clarified, he was like, you just don't complicate things. It is what it is. The sky is blue, it's blue. It's not a big deal. It's blue. So I've learned that though about myself. I can take the hardest thing and uncomplicate it. And it's like, for real, that's it. And I learned that from my mom. I would tell my mom, I'm ranting. I'm like, da-da-da-da. For example, one day I told her, I said, Ma, I'm so mad because I have a lot of allergies. Like I love pineapples and citrus stuff. And I really can't eat it because I have a lot of allergies, right? I'll sneak and eat it sometime. Y'all even hear me on sometime. I'm like coughing or whatever because I ate something I wasn't supposed to eat, right? So I told my mom, I said, I can't eat this. I can't eat that. And my mother said, I love my mama so much. She says, Kim, just eat what you can eat. And I get that from her. She was so simple. And that's how I roll. That's how I am. That's how I'm built. That's how I teach. Let's see. Jay Guyton says, additional support while taking the course or community for feedback. Sorry for all the questions. Last one, I promise. Oh, no, that's why I'm here. I don't mind answering questions. Yeah, as you're taking the course, I mentioned this earlier, just have a little side sheet of paper with an email and say, hey, Kimmi, this wasn't clear. Can you give me a little bit more information about that? I'm very thorough. So I have very few questions, honestly, with any of the courses. I've been doing this for years because I'm very thorough. Again, I don't have time for games. You don't have time for games while you're growing your business, and I don't have time for games, okay? That's real talk. So I don't do it where you still got to come back and say, I think Kimmi meant maybe she was saying. No, it is what it is, okay? This is how you administer an oath. Boom, boom, boom. So, yeah. So, but if you have any questions, again, I'm here, Notary Educators LLC at gmail.com is the email address, and I get all emails, okay? The Square app is free. That is correct. That is free. And Ani, it's not that they're worried about the price. They don't even know it exists. So that's why I have to teach you how to accept payments out there. I tell you, you have to be able to take Square, Cash App, Zelle, Venmo, whatever your clients are paying with, even if it's a chicken. I always say, even if it's a chicken, you got to be able to accept payments from them, right? So, but if you don't, even another thing I teach in all the classes, in the library, I teach you that you have to be able to have witnesses. That is part of building your business. I teach you need to have a witness list. No one talks about that. Without witnesses, your documents do not move. So I teach you everything you need to know within those courses, okay? Oh, Bella, great. I'm excited you can learn from us too. I appreciate you being here. And thank you for trusting us too. It touches my heart because I know what a difference we've made in so many people's lives. People have, it's been amazing. So now, again, we just want to make it open to even more people. I understand you may not have $400 or $500 just to buy the whole library. I get that. And the value of it is way more than that, because once you learn and you have the information, your business is going to blow up. You'll be like, oh, I didn't know I could do such and such. We hear that all day long, And so you get everything you need, seriously. Yeah, so back to the witness list, though. So I teach you that even in the classes, that you need to have a witness list. I just had that happen recently. Again, a notary could not take a signing because they didn't have witnesses. If you don't have a witness list, you have no business, because 90% of your clients are not going to know anybody that can serve as their witness. I did an apostille for someone the other day, and she says, I don't know anybody, me and my husband. The document called for 2 witnesses. The document was going to Dominican Republic. Okay, they're trying to give power of attorney to their attorney over there so he can conduct business about the house that they were selling. And she says, we don't know anybody. Do you have 2 witnesses? So fortunately, I had Jeffrey. That's always my ace in the hole right now, right? My other aces in the hole used to be my father-in-law and my mother, but I lost them in death in 2022. Don't get me started. So anyway, it is hard to find witnesses. That's why we teach you to start now. If you can't find a witness, then what do I teach you? I teach you to go to Google My Business, just like a regular client, put a notary near me. I always look for 5-star notaries and say, hey, I got a client. Can you be my witness? And sometimes they'll say yes or no. If they cannot, if they've been trained by me, or if they know what they're doing, because not everybody been trained by us. But if they've been trained, like I said, I look for 5-star notaries, just like a client go look for a 5-star notary. And I'll ask them, can they serve as a witness? And if not, then they will, they may have their own witness list if they know how to build out their business. That's why, again, I get a lot of slack in the industry sometimes, because you may hear people say, well, I teach you more than just how to stamp a paper. I teach you way more than that too. But if you don't know how to stamp a paper, you have no business. So first, let's get the foundation, and then building out that business includes having a witness list. Because again, the paper don't move without a witness. Okay. So I'm very clear about that. The documents do not move. If you got a power of attorney, it requires 2 witnesses. You have a notary and 1 witness, no go. No go. If you have a will, which needs a power, which may require a witness or may not, and you don't have any witnesses, no go. So it is what it is. So again, I try to just give you everything you need. So let's see what else we got here.